What's up, adventurers? My name is Platinum Phoenix, and welcome back to Pikmin 2. Last time, we went to the Perplexing Pool and met Yellow Pikmin. And this time, we're gonna head back to the Perplexing Pool and see what else we can get done there. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get it started. So, for today, it's mostly gonna be yellows. And I think I'm going to have Olimar take 20. I just want him to have like a good baseline. And we are going to have him head towards the treasure that I wasn't able to actually get yesterday. But before I actually have him start doing that, I want Louie to grab out, let's say, 40. Yeah, we'll say 40 of the Pikmin, Yellow Pikmin specifically, because I want him to actually head over here. And we're going to do a bit of, I guess, platforming. It's not great platforming. So we're going to disengage, and I want to grab maybe, that's a lot more than I wanted. I want to grab like more than 2. 14 might be too many because we need to very carefully walk across here so that the yellow Pikmin don't just do that. God damn it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay, we lost Pikmin. That's why I said you have to be very careful here. If we just... Guys, really? We haven't even gotten to the bridge. How about we get up here before we start drowning? I'd rather you not drown, but come on. And we're just going to start throwing them over there. And what we need them over here for is, I'm just going to call all of these. And we're going to have them start building this bridge. Because there's an electric fence over there that only yellows can break. And you have to deal with building this bridge to get any yellows over there at all. So it's a very tedious process of very slowly trying to get your Pikmin across this bridge. Or, I guess it is technically a bridge. Across that narrow pathway in order for them to get over to the bridge to build it. And you need a decent number of yellows in order to break down the wall in like any type of timely manner. So we're gonna have those build that bridge, and I'm gonna have these yellow Pikmin, hello ravenous whisker pillars, but I'm gonna have these yellows throw up here, and we are going to try to do tightrope walking with Pikmin. Everyone's favorite thing to do. That's... Why is there a gap there? Sure, we'll just use these. And how many do we actually need? Okay, we only need 15. It's good I brought extras. Oh, and apparently the 20th one made it, so we don't have to actually worry about that. And they should be fine. So I'm just going to go back here. How are these doing? Probably 2 more spaces. That enemy right there luckily won't mess with us because it only messes with Pikmin that are in water. But it is pretty annoying, and it is very important for later, so just keep it in mind for when we come back. But I guess now that we're waiting, I can actually talk about the day limit, because I haven't actually talked about how long the days are in Pikmin 2. Mostly because they don't super matter unless you're only doing stuff on the surface like we have on the last 2 days. But they're approximately 13 minutes long, 13 real minutes long. And they can be incredibly extended to where your days are basically like an hour long if you just go into dungeons. Because dungeons pause real world time for some reason. But what do we have here? This is a flavor gate. And apparently this is actually changed from the GameCube version, where this is, I believe, called a... If I'm reading it right, it's called a Gherkin Gate, which is an incredible name, by the way. But also, that's only in the US and in Europe. In Japan, it was a different item called the Idea Assistant. And I think I'm actually going to put the rest of these yellows away, because we don't need them to be out anymore. How are you guys doing? You are done. I only have 36 left because 4 of them fell in the water, apparently. So we are going to go ahead and break down this gate. And actually, now that I think about it, I do want to pull out the yellows again. There is one more gate we need to break, and it does require yellows to do so. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And it's basically all the way in the back over here. And hopefully we don't actually run into any wollywogs, because I do not really want to deal with them. Is there any way? I don't think there's any way for me to safely do that. So we need to... Oh, I do need to. Let me just go ahead and throw all these up here, and I'm going to run around, but I'm going to skip ahead to do that. Alright, now that I've ran all the way around this place, we're going to grab the yellows, and I think we're wanting to go over here because we're here already, and see if we can flower the rest of these yellow Pikmin. Just because it would be helpful if everyone is a flower. I think there is one more leaf, or yeah, one more leaf. Is there? There is a leaf. Why are you trying to dig, leaf? Just drink the nectar so we can leave. Come on, stop pulling the grass. And what we need to do is I think I'm going to put... I'll put 10 over there, just for experiment's sake. And we are going to put the rest of the yellow Pikmin over here on this electric gate. Just because it'll speed up the process later. And how are you guys doing? Oh, you're done. Okay. Wollywog, please don't. Follow me, please. Don't focus on my Pikmin. Thank you. You should be far enough away not to aggro. And I want to see... This is going to be dumb. What I'm doing is dumb, and these Pikmin probably die because of it, but... We are going to attempt to try to break down this electric gate as well. Alright. All of them are there, so I need them to run over here and attempt to break down that wall. I can't believe that worked, actually. And in fact, let's see if we can get these guys back across this bridge. Hopefully in a safe manner. And this is going to take me a minute. Again, we're just going to go like 8 at a time, just to try to not lose more yellows. We're just going to throw you guys over there so you're safe. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to skip ahead till I get all the Pikmin across, because it's going to take me a minute. All right. We've gotten the Pikmin across. I want to go ahead and check on the 2 different sections. We have... These guys are done, so we can grab them and throw them back up here. Hopefully, they're in a spot where I can call them. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt... Damn. I'm going to attempt... This is really unfortunate that all of these Pikmin are not coming to the whistle. Come on. Are you kidding me? I can't... All of you go over there so I can grab these 2 last Pikmin that refuse to cooperate. I'm going to attempt to get more Pikmin over there to work on that gate. So we are going to grab, sure, 13 more and do the exact same thing. This is not the way you're supposed to do this, by the way. And it's probably super risky, if I'm being honest. But it seems to be working so far. So who am I to say that I shouldn't do this? I just really hope they don't decide to like dive into the water after they break down that gate, because that would be devastating. We're gonna go ahead and just throw the rest of these over here. And as long as I can... Wow, that was really close to them being in the water. Everyone over here to break down this gate. We probably shouldn't be able to right now. And I think Louie is just going to go back to base. There's not really much for Louie to do anymore. So we're just going to have... Hopefully these Pikmin break down this. And then we can go and try to build out a bridge a little bit. But also... Again, I'm really... Everyone back on land. Everyone back on land. I was really worried you were going to dive into the water. We're just going to throw all of them over here, because I think this is going to be a safer trip than trying to throw them across the water. And I'm going to have Olimar run all the way around here. And unfortunately, there is a yellow Wollywog there. But we want to grab these, and we're just going to try to build this bridge. Because why not? I wasn't planning on doing this in this day. I was literally planning to get the one treasure and to break down the one gate over by the bridge that Louie broke down. But we had extra time, and I felt like playing with the rules a little bit, I guess. We're going to try to ignore or annoy this Wollywog. Ow. As long as I can distract you, it's fine. My Pikmin are stronger than you. Ow. I am being beaten up by this frog. I don't think they're going to be able to build the entire bridge, but it's definitely more than I was planning on. So any is an accomplishment at that point. Okay, he's going back. Okay, we're done. Who'd you crush? Did you crush any of them? If not, that's impressive. We're gonna call that a good day. Whoops, that was not intended. Again, that is so many Wollywogs. Who needs this many Wollywogs in one place? That was a super productive day. We built 2 bridges, got a treasure, broke down 3 walls. We only got 100 Pokos for 1 treasure, but again, we did so much more than I was expecting to get done today. And I don't think we really lost that many Pikmin either. We lost, what is that, 6 Pikmin? And I think they were all to water? Yeah, we lost 6 Pikmin to water. Which, honestly, isn't terrible when talking about that tiny little bridge. Because basically, no matter what you do, you have to go across that bridge. I just took a call from my loan agency. Or loan agent. He has the scariest voice I've ever heard. While you two are dawdling, my life hangs by a thread. I know it's hard out there, but hurry up! Also, I'm pretty sure, even though this is only episode 7, that my voice for the president has changed like 3 times. But I think we're gonna call that an episode. So, I hope that everyone enjoyed watching. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And next time, since I don't think we can actually do anything left in the Perplexing Pool except build the little bit of that bridge that is left, we are going to be heading back to the Awakening Woods to see what the Yellow Pikmin open up for us. But until then, happy adventuring!